seems like the players do they are subject to tilting. And Nico's AWPing is so erratic, you never know which player's going to turn up. And in fact, he's been super underwhelming the last few times we've seen him play. You can't afford at this level, if you want to be a top team, to have an AWP underperforming. Anyway, it looks like we're going to be going into the pistol, so I'll take us through this one. And just having a look, looks like we've got... Yeah, Angel's going to see somebody there. He's just going to drop back and say bomb site. And wow, dignitas are really pushing in aggressive. And Ace is going to open up onto Angel, put the smoke down there in that connector area. And they're going to be swarming all over. This is going to be an easy plant for them onto B. So,
yeah, it's pretty standard stuff.
Bomb is down, ticking away. And you can see we've got Moo in the upper area, just having a look. He's going to put a smoke down, just waiting for his teammates to get there, waiting for the call for the cavalry. MSL's in a good position there as well at the back of the site. So smokes and flashes coming in, and here comes HellRaisers on the charge in the CT area. They're pushing through there, and wow, just absolute decimation there from that crossfire. Nico and MSL just chopping them down like dog meat, and they're up and running.
It's a pretty standard round for the terrorists there. Like most teams will opt to just get one player on the Tech 9, 4 players on armor, get into the bomb site as fast as you can, and then let the CTs get that first headshot onto you and go absolutely sick. If you lose that first frag, it's pretty much a round down the toilet, because it's such a hard position to retake. You've got USP trying to kill out to 5 terrorists. So you can see dignitas here actually opting for 4 rifles and 1 Tech 9.
Yeah, but look at this from HellRaisers, picking up 4 Deagles. Little tribute to Banks there. And it's actually working out, but Amu's going to get a kill there onto MSL. So all of a sudden it's a 3-on-3 situation. And the Deagle coming back into the meta, but Kiebi's going to get the kill on Akusha. And that nade is going to get Moo in that connector area. So it's all going to be on Dosi. It doesn't have a Deagle. But so far, fairly effective, even with the Deagle buy, taking down a couple of AKs there.
Yeah, it's the best I could have hoped for, really. It's interesting from dignitas to go so aggressive at the start of the round. Normally, when you've got the AK advantages at that point,
back,
you want to use it as a scout. They had 1 Tech 9 player there just to work out what was going on, but they didn't ascertain any part of the map whatsoever. They just went straight out middle. They got the frags in the end, but I don't think they had to lose 2 players in the process. Now you can see Dosia, he's going to be the last man. He's got an AK in his hand.
Just going to save
that.
Just
have to save that, absolutely. Yeah. So, interesting round nonetheless. Getting up a couple of frags is good for the CTs. I didn't actually catch whether they had armor. Dosia doesn't have it, but I'm not sure whether the rest of the team did actually. So it's very difficult as a CT team to manage economy, especially on a map like Cache. If you lose the pistol, you want to be aiming to have the AWP on the first gun round, right? So if you go into that first gun round, we saw a lot at the last event actually, MLG, a lot of teams going for the force buy, not winning that round, and of course you can buy the rifles, but AWP is very pivotal in CT Cache. You'll be able to move that around, play B with an anchor there by himself for the AWP, so it'll be interesting to see how they approach that one. But keeping the AK now, that puts him in quite a strong position here. If he can lock someone down and get an early frag, he could control this round for them. So Tech Tech 9 still on Nico there. He's actually opted. They've got 2 Mac 10s in hand. That's actually really clever, because you can actually use those guys as scouts. Yeah. You can work out where the CTs are, and if even though they die, it's not such a big deal. They can just give you information, fall back, and then the AKs can just work from there and pick the angles. So a much slower and methodical round coming up from dignitas.
Well, Dozier, we're going to see if he's going to be able to do anything with the AK, and just falling back from that mid area. Moo's going to get first contact though, as again dignitas work this B bomb site, and Dozier spraying away there. Wow. Going to get a headshot onto Kirby, so he is able to do anything, but they're going to answer back immediately. MSL and Nico putting the SMGs to work. Couple of kills, but Dozier, he's got his second of the round. Well, I don't think it's going to be enough to win it. Again, HellRaisers are picking up kills here on rounds that realistically should be a cakewalk for dignitas, and that's Dosier's third. So bomb hasn't gone down yet. AZ's in the position where he's just holding that connector area, but that smoke's going to obscure his vision, as you can see. Timely taken off of the X-ray there. And I don't think AZ's overly sure where everybody is at the moment, so needs some intel here, but a 2-on-2 situation. If Dozier can get another kill with his AK, Henry.
Yeah, this is an amazing weapon for him. He's going for the ace right now.
Wow.
Look at this.
Kusha, he's still on it. Dozier does get that kill. Dozier gets an ace round with an AK saved.
That's godlike status right there.
That's unbelievable.
Your team's on full eco. You've saved an AK. You'd think when he got 1 or 2 kills in LA, fair play. He got the bomb down. He should fall back now. He actually converted that into 5 frags on an eco round. That's phenomenal stuff. That's going to be really disappointing for dignitas there, especially when they got into the bomb site so easily at that point. We saw Dozier get 1 frag through the smoke, and then out of nowhere he blows up. But here we go then. This is a full buy round for the HellRaisers. They have got the AWP now after converting that round to victory. Interesting enough though, Dignitas did get the bomb down yet again, so they do have a full buy here essentially. They have not enough Molotovs to really play with, but a slow mid-play coming from them.
Yeah, they've got a full complement of nades, right. They don't really have a lot of Molotovs there. Moo's going to get the first kill onto AZ. So, well played from him. You can see Adrian's just backing him up, giving him some support, stopping him coming up highway. He's going to get a second kill. Right now, they're shutting down Dignitas here, HellRaisers. And this is looking very grim for the Danish side. They are 3 men down. Barely done any damage at all to Moo. Fell back from that mid area. They weren't really able to capitalize.
It's a pretty unorthodox approach for them, to be honest. This round is almost a consolation now with that frag from Pimp. He's gets one of them, but as long as HellRaisers play their cards right here, there's no real way.
There's no real way to
so you can pay 2 people on either side.
Of course, they'll have an eco coming in after this. So HellRaisers in a very good position. It's almost like Kirby and Pimp. They're not really trying to do too much here. Oh well, he's going to run into Moo, and that's going to be easy. Kills Pimp there, so Kirby last man standing. Can he take the AWP away? Sorry, not the AWP, that was Dosha he's got the kill on. And then we have Moo is going to get the pick and take down Kirby. So far so good for HellRaisers. They've answered back really consistently, really well. And you can see a little bit of fire already. He's gone out with the Dignitas players. We're looking over into the player area, and they were cheering when they won that pistol. Already they're looking very glum at the moment.
Well, that's just how quickly that's turned around.
Yeah.
Having such a successful first and second round, only lost a couple of frags, and all of a sudden, Dosia comes out with a 5-man. A force buy as well. Dignitas has approached that force buy. They didn't use any of their utility. Just allowed them to pick them off. Mo just got easy frag with a scout. And look at this clear up now. It's just going to be easy stuff for them. And not even dropping a frag now. So that's 3 in a row for HellRaisers. They're in a great position here. You can see Kutcher's actually got a bison there. It'll be interesting to see whether he actually keeps that one. And Dignitas will reply now. This
looks like he's going to keep it as well.
They're going to have to do something quite aggressive then. He either needs to push the squeaky door or get in some of the checker room just so he can get 1 frag. It's not a multi-frag gun. He wants to just get 1 and pick up an AK and fall back. So let's see how that one pans out. Again, no Molotovs to Dignitas this time. Very tricky to flush out CTs when you haven't got those that kind of utility available to you. But we go now into the 6th round.
Dignitas, slower start this time, which I think is sensible given the way things have been going. Not really landing their shots. And it is a CT favoured map, but HellRaisers are just looking a little bit sharper at the moment. So Mo's already rotated, but he's going to get caught with his pants down there. They've seen his boxers, Henry, and he gets killed. And now Dignitas are they going to be able to capitalise? Well, they're not going for a rush. Perhaps that's quite sensible. And it's Kusha that's now going to pick up the AWP. Of course, they'll have a spell where he was AWPing for HellRaisers in the past. But superior numbers here from Dignitas, and this slower round, Henry, really working out for them.
It's kind of weird how they got those picks so easily as well. It didn't seem to be any sort of confrontations getting picked straight away. An AWPer at the back of quad just getting locked down from an AK. That shouldn't really be happening. Again, Kutcher missing a shot there. Kind of a little bit of early land nerves, I think, coming from both teams. You see them making some pretty interesting decisions going forward. But now a 5-on-2 situation in favour of Dignitas. They're going to take down Adrena, and then Kutcher's going to be left the AWP with 1 HP. I don't really see him surviving this one. Should get taken out. There it is. Dignitas actually respond now, levelling things up at 3-3. Yeah, like I said before, these rounds, at the first gun run we saw from Dignitas, just walking out middle through a smoke and getting completely shut down was an interesting decision from them. But now they answer back, and it's actually going to force HellRaisers onto. Actually, they're pretty decent buy. I couldn't see the money on the screen at the moment.
Yeah, the monitor's at a funny angle as well, so the things in sort of the top half under the lights, we're sort of missing a few details here. Looks like what we've got for you at the moment is the Dignitas players on the screen, and there's a shot of the HellRaisers, but we are going to get into the round in a second. So while that's happening, it looks like Dignitas are going to be working their way over to the B bomb site again. Kirby's going to pick up that kill. Nico's been boosted in the meantime into that mid area. So this is the guy we've been talking about being inconsistent, not really stepping up, not really delivering what his team needs. A lot of pressure on his shoulders today, and he's able to get the pick. So AWP on AWP action. Nico's come out the best there against Mo. And this is looking very good again for Dignitas, unless a HellRaisers person could do something.
It's a lot of one-on-one interaction right now as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like anyone's particularly doing anything too strategic, but as we say that though, Dosia does take down KRB, and it's going to be 4-on-2 now. The Dignitas looking like they're going into the A bomb site. Trent actually manages to get someone through the smoke as well, and now
might pick up a second there, and he does. Gets that headshot, and now he falls back. So all of a sudden, they managed to play themselves into a 2-on-2 situation when things weren't looking too great at all. Bomb has been planted, so all about this next frag, Henry. This is where it gets super important. And of course, Nico has got that up. If he can just get a kill, he's spotting. There it is. He gets him at the forklift. So Adrian needs to come up big here. Already got 2 kills so far this round. That smoke's making him think twice about pushing through it. He's looking for a head. I don't think he saw it. Doesn't matter if he did. Nico's going to get the kill. And that was a textbook round there. Dignitas played that really, really well.
Yeah, you talked about Nico having a difficult couple of tournaments. We have seen him being consistent with the AWP. He was missing some vital shots. He had some interesting performances. But that round from him, yeah, like you said, textbook, getting boosted up onto middle. A little bit sloppy from the CTs to give him so many picks. I think he got 3 that round. But it just did come down to the individual performances there. We can see Dignitas perhaps predicting an eco from the CTs right now. We can see it's an absolute force buy. They have got the AWP on Dosia, but 2 players on pistol rounds. This could be very important for them. This could absolutely smash their economy if they lose this one. So they need to try and convert this one. MSL, the Mac 10 as well.
Just
again.
Interesting as well, though, that it's Dosia that they've given the AWP to and not Mo. So what's the thinking?
Well, he hasn't. Well, from what we saw, he actually, the first gun round, he got a couple of key shots and won them the round. So it is kind of weird how they wouldn't give their AWP that responsibility. But now we've got Dignitas working their way into the A bomb. So they've got so many picks like this before with no real reply from HellRaisers, but now Angel actually opening up the fragging. It's going to be 2 for 1, 3 for 1, and the frags all over the place. And now Dignitas have got themselves onto a bomb site. Will be taken down. And this looks like another 2-on-2 clutch situation. Well,
we know how these have been going so far, Henry. They've been going in favour of Dignitas, and now all of a sudden, like that, in the blink of an eye, it's a 1v1. Pimp with the AK against Dosia with the AWP. Dosia's been looking on point for HellRaisers so far, but what's he able to do here? Dosia's just spotting that main area. He is going to get a sneaky peek of him, but he isn't able to do anything with it. Misses that shot, and now Pimp knows exactly where he is. He's going to put down this smoke, and he's going for an advanced plant there. Dosia just having a spam through the smoke, having a go with the pistol. Oh. Yeah, and in the end, he does get him.
We've seen a lot of that this game. There's been a lot of smoke shots going on.
Yeah.
It's been pretty crazy. I was quite unlucky for Pimp. I liked what he did there, getting the smoke down. Perhaps a little bit too obvious, planting the smoke like that. But
could he see him?
I don't think so. It's just a well-known plant.
Yeah.
A lot of teams are doing that right now. You plant in that position, and it's a very advantageous plant once it goes down successfully. But Pimp, unfortunately for him, I'm not sure if he got legged once it went down, but it seemed like he got taken down very quickly at the USP at that point. So 4-4. Now, around HellRaisers had to win after that force buy. You can see their economy is a little bit shaken still. Famus is there, but Dignitas, after getting a bomb down yet again, they will be able to bring another buy to the table.
I mean, I know it's early and there's been a lot of tit for tat, Henry, but how are you gauging it here? Wow, MSL taking down to 3 HP right at the start of the round. But I mean, how are we able to gauge it here? Like, Dignitas getting a lot of plants. Should they be converting more of these rounds? Or
I think that one, they're getting the picks very early on. I know it's just getting the bomb down in that situation. It seems as soon as they get into a bomb site, that's when it seems to go wrong for them. They're not doing the set pieces. They're not actually approaching the bomb sites in a traditional manner. They need to be smoking off more key choke points instead of leaving everything open and trying to walk into the bomb site. That's when they seem like they're getting taken down by forklift. There'll be 1 or 2 frags there, but quad's not being properly smoked off. So it gives you so many angles to look at that point. But it's still 5 players alive now. Time ticking away. They need to work out. It seems like all 5 players will be towards the B area.
MSL was on borrowed time right from the start. Angel gets the nade in there. Ace is going to answer back onto Angel. 4-on-4. And Dosia, the man of the hour, so to speak, doing so much for HellRaisers at the moment. He's going to take down Kierby low through the smoke. And that's going to give Mo an opportunity to kill AZ there in that upper area. They're going to Molotov him out. But look at Dosia having none of it. He says, "You're not planting, not on my watch." And that's going to be the round shut down. Nico's not able to save the AWP, just pick up a kill at the end, ultimately meaningless, and 5-4. And this game is really on a knife edge at the moment, Henry. You know, you can see there's a lot of back and forth going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we can see the force buy for Dignitas. I guess they can not really do much with this. They need to get their economy balanced here. See Tech 9s and some PT50s, no utility to speak of apart from 1 flashbang. That suggests they'll go towards A main and just do 1 pop and try and just get a bomb down and get in there, see what they can take down.
Yeah,
without a smoke, though, again, it's going to be pretty difficult to even do anything with this. With the CTs can have full vision and it's played pretty far back. I don't really know what the big plan is, but Nico will be taken down first. You can see the CT smoke that is locking them out. That's the pop flash I was talking about, but it should be pretty trivial at this point.
Oh, yeah. And Pimp's able to get a headshot there, but Kush has done the hard yards, took down 3 of them, and that's going to be the round. So finally a bit of daylight between the 2 teams. HellRaisers now have 6 rounds on the board. Dignitas, you know, the economy seems to be sorted. Yep, the AWP is going to come out again for Nico.
So they've been playing the pick game really well. It's their final execution to the bomb sets has been the problem. I'd like to see them do more of the picking, allow Nico to get the opening frags. But at that point, they have the advantage. That's when they need to start doing the set pieces, get the smokes in the crucial areas, do the pop flash and stuff, but go as a unit going frag for frag. You've got the man advantage. That should be a tied up round at that point. It seems like they're allowing HellRaisers to get back into it a little bit too much once they have the advantage.
Is this normal for HellRaisers, Henry, on CT? They seem to be sort of playing two people watching that mid area. Is that perhaps to try and shut down Nico, or is
it
that
depends.
Kind of
So if you are losing the picks like they were, you obviously have to adjust your setup every single time. If they felt like that was a problem for them, that's the best thing about CTs. If you can have a reactive setup and lock down the T's tactics, and you're working out what they're doing. This is actually better for dignitas now. You can see they're actually utilising the smoke and getting one area cleared out, and FSL's gaining so much info here now.
How's he just been able to walk into the bomb side of that? I mean, really should have got the kill there. Kusha is going to take down 2 people, though, but dignitas just able to walk onto A. Like, just nothing, and then Nico's going to get the kill onto Adrian as he's rotating. So, things looking very good. Dignitas should be able to get the bomb.
Again, it's just getting the bomb down
why
in the situation. So 30 seconds ticking away. They really need to find a frag right now. They're going to have no chance to even plant it.
Yeah, Kirby, well, he sort of outguessed himself there. He knew Dosia was there, I think. He looked at it, and then boom, Moo coming from the back. Really thought dignitas would have been able to get the bomb down there. They had the sight. And
the problem with that is, right, you need someone, as soon as you get taken down, your teammate needs to be there, locking it down, getting the frag for frag. That's basically CS 101. If you're getting that sort of information, you're clearing those key areas, forklift is clear, no one was peeking from the bomb side of quad. At that stage, when you're going to peek the MBK angle, as soon as your teammate gets taken down, you're there to lock that down straight away, and you can get the bomb set. The fact he got 2 frags there was just game over at that point. They got locked down, the players started rotating, they hadn't got a bomb plan at that stage, and it's put them in a very difficult situation now. Like 7-4, yet another eco, but they have got some utility to play with. I wouldn't be surprised they actually got the bomb down now, so they'll actually do a proper set piece now. They'll flush the CTs out with the Molotovs, they'll get proper smokes down, and this is probably what they should have been doing on the gun rounds. Like I said, I really wouldn't be surprised if this actually goes well for them. You see the smoke's getting dropped in the upper area now, it's all being approached properly. Flushing the CTs out, that's what they should be doing, and there we go.
But Adrian's in that upper area, and he's going to get caught as well after taking down 2. So you can see Angel in a good position, should be able to get a kill. Doesn't somehow. And as you said, Henry, things going very well here for dignitas. So are we going to get this plant down? They're certainly going to pick up some guns. We're just waiting on the bomb going down. AZ's flashed over there at the forklift, just having a little look around. He's trying to stop the rotates, and one has been spotted at car. The other player, Dosia, is just holding it there, and of course his teammates coming up from highway. So bomb down and ticking away. 2 on 3, and AZ with that kill should really be the end of the round now. Moves looking for it with a deagle, does get one nice little headshot on the KGB, all in vain though. And
see what I mean though? As soon as you approach a bomb site properly and you go frag for frag, even with the Tech 9, say 1. And that's what I would.
So why aren't they doing it on buy rounds then?
Because I guess they're still working out what is going to work as this team, and it seems like HellRaisers are beating them in a lot of fragging situations, and I really don't like this buy actually. Look at the state of this.
4 Famases.
Who's cool as that? But there we go, 4 Famases, 1 kit, 1 HE red, 1 smoke. How are they going to lock out the terrorists going to the bomb site? If dignitas do the exact same round again, right, they can just get in and have no problem whatsoever. There'll be no response to their aggressive take onto a bomb site. We can actually see at night, this is actually quite cool. So dignitas can do almost a fake, a mirror of what they did last round. You can see they've got 3 players towards B. But look at them peeling the CTs away quite nicely, with Pimp getting that opening frag as well. That's going to be fantastic for them. CTs falling away, and the bomb will go into B with no confrontation whatsoever, and that's absolutely sensational.
dignitas going to have the information. They know that actually they can just control the rotates here as well. MSL picking up a couple of kills for his trouble. So that Famous buy proving absolutely disastrous here. Bomb's going to be down. This is going to be dignitas' round. Dosia might want to just try and get a gun and save it. He's got the silence M4 there. He should be just heading for the hills and trying to hide, play for a few exit kills. But what this is going to do for the HellRaisers economy is absolutely brutal because of that force buy.
I don't know what that was. Like, you can't hold off CT Cache properly without the utility. You need the smoke, you need the Molotov for the boost points, you need the smoke to hold off the mid storage area, and then especially if you're playing 1 solo B, you need something to hold them back as well. But look at that, they won't even be able to do anything with this. Like silence USP, maybe a couple of P250s into play, but dignitas played that very smartly. Had they done that in a gun round, it'd been really impressive as well. Like the fact it was against a force buy made it a little bit too easy for them, but I liked what they did. Do 1 round a set piece, and the next round you fake it again and go to the other bomb site.
Sensing the eco, obviously. They're going to be playing a fast round here, it seems, and they've gone towards B. They're just waiting for the smoke to dissipate. This is good. Shows a little bit more discipline than they did in some of the earlier rounds.
Yeah, we saw in the first gun round that the smoke went down for them, and they decided just to bail out. Like it's kind of, if you're not going to flash and actually challenge who's going to be holding those angles, who's running through the smoke, he's got the advantage, especially at the AWP. That was a problem for them. So yeah, like you said, nice discipline. 4 players going towards a B area, 1 anchoring towards middle, just kind of getting a little information for them, see what the stack is. He actually takes down 1, and then here we go. Though this is the execute to be bomb site. This should be a relatively easy take.
So Moose coming through that vent area, not able to do anything there. Adrian, last man alive for HellRaisers. He's having a look around. Just think he's trying to pick up any stragglers here, sort of playing for an exit. He is going to obviously have to go and try and get a kill. No point in saving the pistol. So he's going to go through that B main area, just go through the smoke. Is he? No, he's going to wait, let it dissipate. I think Pimp's got his number here. Been spraying away into that smoke. It would be terrible fortune of him if he was to get killed the one time he's not looking at it. But yeah. And there we go, MSL's going to get that kill onto Adrian, so it's going to tie the game up at 7-7. Actually, despite some shaky moments, and in particular getting aced by Dosia with an AK that he picked up and saved, Team Dignitas having a very good T-side here. And they've been walking around the map, picking out these 1v1s, and so far, it's the 1v1s that have been getting them the rounds. They're winning the duels.
Absolutely. Well, we can see HellRaisers now. They have got the rifles to play with. Again, only 1 kit on the team. No head armor, obviously not very important against the AKs. I think they made the right choice. Sacrifice the head armor, make sure you get some sort of utility on their side. Dignitas opted to go for more of the pick game. We saw this early on in this map, but they weren't converting the bomb site executions into wins. So let's see how this one pans out for them. The bomb is down. You can obviously see them just trying to see what is available to them. There's no AWP for the CT, so Nico should be able to pick up an early frag here.
Let's see if he's able to. And you can see the boost of Daisy this time up into that mid area. He's having a little look around. He's going to get a piece of the action. If he hangs around there for long enough and he's seen somebody, he's going to call it. So he knows that they're at the sandbags area. Gets caught with a Molotov in his hand from Mo. So good start to HellRaisers if they're going to win the half at least. And there's another kill quickly picked up. So all of a sudden, 5-on-3, round being shut down. Looks like they're still going to try and exploit this mid area. So Nico's going to launch the smoke. We're on smoke cam. That's going to go just nicely into that area. And unfortunately for Nico, there wasn't really anybody there anyway. So Dignitas with it all to do here. They're trying to play it slow, but time's against them. Only 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to commit to a site, get your skates on. An Angel in that horrible position behind the box. He's able to get a kill. Then it's called. Nico's coming through the vents. And, well, I don't think this fares too well for Dignitas here. Real tall order to even get the bomb down. Dosie's going to put a paid to that idea. 15 seconds. Nico just playing for frags. He'd have to go absolutely huge here to be able to clutch this round. 1-on-3. Percepo from all sides. He's going to get the quick scope there. And Adrian is going to get the final kill. So HellRaisers come back strong at the end. They do win the half. But 7 rounds is T on Cache. You've got to say, Dignitas they're already halfway home.
There were some very interesting rounds in that game. Like so many upsets. The one that stands out the most is Dosia getting that 5-man on there.
Yeah, that's an incredible round right there.
That should never be happening. That's crazy. I guess this is the time to see those kind of plays in the early stages of the tournament. But that last round from Dignitas was kind of just bad from them. They went out. One player just walked out middle, didn't have the backup already on the boosties, went out, got taken down straight away, and then another player walked up, had a go, he got taken down as well. They were doing such clever plays before. They were actually stepping up, smoking off the bomb sites, and getting in, doing the fakes as well. There's some nice variation there. And we saw them, the round they actually got back into this game was the Tech 9 execution onto A. Yeah. And as you said before, why didn't they keep doing that? We only saw one real take onto A with that execution. Why they didn't experiment enough with that take with the gun rounds. But we can see here, will we go straight in, or will we have a classic CSGO
I don't know.
We
might have one of the classic Counter-Strike breaks. The sort of Dignitas guys that were saying that the aircon's too cold. But MSL is sort of reading his team, the Riot Act here, talking about what they're going to do in the CT. And again, they're just over there, as you've seen. When we cut to that shot, we can see the players here from the casting couch. I shouldn't call it that, actually. I think that conjures up a very different image of what might be happening in a couple of hours. We'll wait until we've had a couple of beers, I think, before we get into the boardy banter. But, yeah, you know, I've got to say, I think overall, Dignitas can feel very happy with that. Like
7 rounds is great, but they'll be feeling disappointed after that. They should have had a much bigger victory there. After winning
exactly.
The pistol.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's the rounds that get away. And let's not forget, as we talked right at the top of the show, Dignitas were a team that were 12-3 up against Flipside, a Flipside without Simple, a Flipside that run a downward trajectory by all accounts, and ultimately they choked. It started getting to them. That Dosia round for me was almost like a microcosm of all of the problems with Dignitas right there, reminiscent of when Reigns sort of clutched against Virtus Pro in that 1v4. It wasn't just one mistake, it was a series of mistakes. You've got to make 5 mistakes, you know?
I can't remember if the bomb was down at that stage. Yeah, they defused, right? So The fact he hasn't even got a kit.
ran out and got straight on the defuse.
Crazy, but here we go.
There's no way that should have happened. Anyway, pistol round is up and running, so we're going to be going back into it. You can see the look of concentration etched onto the Team Dignitas players. Be under no illusion. This tournament means a lot to the Team Dignitas players. They need to restore some pride to themselves, to the brand. They've had a real tough time missing out on the major, so they're going to want to set the record straight. And you can see Kirby just having to spam away into that smoke. Interesting execute here, doing the exact opposite of what Dignitas did in the pistol round, and HellRaisers were all over that bomb site, swarming all over it. Nico just in that upper area, just having to spam through the smoke. Might be able to get a headshot here as that smoke dissipates. Yeah, has he got his number though? No, he's elected for a different headshot there, and I don't think he was able to get it. And of course, they're a man down already. Kirby has been taken down. Azy's just gone in. He's gone gung-ho. Just leaning into it, and here we go. Dignitas all of a sudden starting to get these kills. Now Adrian and Mo, they have a big task here. They've got to stop the CTs, and Adrian with the full metal Wazda's going to get 2 kills. All of a sudden it's a 2-on-2. They're trading frags. They are going to get it finally. And Pimp is going to get the defuse. It's going to be just enough time. And there we go.
Amazing retake from the CTs. It looked like that was going in the favour of HellRaisers at one point. As soon as that Molotov went down as well, I thought, okay, that's it. They've locked this one down. Great stuff from them. But the kit was getting dropped all over the place. CTs weren't sure what was going on. Pimp managing to clear it up in the end there. 8-8. And as a round, I think they definitely needed. You can see a force buy coming in from HellRaisers now. So we see this going in the favour of terrorists quite a lot of the time. I assume they're going to just try and drop a smoke towards the quad area, maybe towards Hideaway, and get a flash out to see if we get the bomb down. And you can see it looks like they're doing actually a full execute here. Good stuff from KLB though, actually locking that down. That's great response from him, making sure they don't even have the opportunity to do a set piece in that situation.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what you need to do with CT on Cache, just to have that little bit sort of a wild card element to it, because these Tech 9s, they are strong. One execute, it's a guaranteed bomb plant at the very least. Gets your economy rolling. You have to be able to shut that down. Anyway, round isn't over yet. Kusha is going to get a kill onto Kirby. So and there's Azy coming up with 2 kills for the FAMAS. Barely alive, survives with 3 HP. There's the final kill, and like you say, really all about Kirby there, just going out and making that push, shutting down the round before it really gets going.
Yeah, like you'll see 90% of teams, as soon as they lose the pistol and they get a bomb down, they will go for that option because it's such a strong tactic, especially with the Tech 9s in the current meta. You drop one smoke down, a pop flash, and as long as you swarm the bomb site together, like the exchange normally goes in their favour. You've got the running shooting guns and they're a little bit weak with their rifles and the lack of utility. So the fact KRB pushed in, predicted that's the perfect answer, and a good response from him, and it's good reactive play that we all like to see.
And he's a player who's been in the spotlight a lot lately as well. People have been talking about him going missing in big games. He's a younger player that maybe doesn't have quite so much experience. Well, he is definitely learning and getting better with every game. And here we go, it's Azy and Kirby, these young Danes just absolutely decimating people on this eco round. So 10-8. First real test should be coming in here. And actually, yep, there you go. It's going to be a 5 AK buy. So it'll be interesting to see what HellRaisers is going to do here, Henry. I mean, any ideas as to what strat we might see them execute?
I think they'll probably do something very similar to Dignitas. Work the picks at the start of the round, try and work out what setup and what guns CTs actually have available to them. You can see the CTs now, they're actually opting for a 3-man middle here, so they're expecting their mid aggression, as a lot of teams will do.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's interesting that they haven't sent Nico to that mid area.
It seems like the HellRaisers players, they are opting to go heavily towards the A-bomb side now, and whether they're going to actually try and work the picks here or just go straight in with the wall of smokes is yet to be seen. You see Angel there lining something up, so this suggests they will do an A-take straight away.
Yeah. So, yeah, Angel just lining up the smoke, waiting for the flashes to come in. And you can see he's just going to delay.
But as you can see, they've got no one else on the map, all 5 players towards the bomb site now. So if the CTs push, they get all that information. So they need to start pushing in right now. They need to get this first extra.
Well, there goes the smoke. Here comes the flashes. They're coming out of that squeaky area. So Nico, he's going to be calling it. And, well, he's looking all over the place, but he is able to get that nice little shot. Whiffs the second, though. And, well, look at that. Boom. It's all over, as Banks would say. They've absolutely wrecked them there. Was that because they took too long on that execute, Henry?
Well, the thing is, if you don't push the CTs back and you allow them to, you almost know what's going on. The A executes I don't really like is when you throw all the smokes over the wall. It's so telegraphed as what you're doing. And if you haven't showed any presence on the map whatsoever, and you're just doing a full-on A execute, it's very easy for the CTs to read, right? So if you're going to do an A execute like that, you need to do it in a very simple one. You just bounce the door out, squeaky door, one flashbang, and then you want to be getting the frag. That surprise element works in your favour. As soon as the smokes fly across the map, it's so obvious as to what's going on. The CTs just need to make sure they're playing the map correctly, and they should lock you down here. But here we go, yet another eco for HellRaisers. Nico will take down Mo.
And he's in that mid area there, so they switched it up, and he's going to get potentially a face full of eco frags if he wants them, but HellRaisers going to back off. They're not going to challenge that. Just going to wait for these smokes to dissipate as well. So it's a slow eco round. A couple of deagles there. We have seen them utilising the deagles quite well over the course of this game, HellRaisers. No slouch with that particular gun. So Nico unable to get that second frag, and they're pushing him, and boom, there it is, coming into play. That's a huge headshot there from Angel. Kirby does answer back, and so does Pimp. So really just playing for some frags here, just trying to do as much damage as they can to the Dignitas economy. Kusha gets took down in the vent area, 12-8. Now this is a big round. This is one of those pivotal rounds in the game coming up, Henry.
Yeah, you can see the money's decent for HellRaiser now. They actually have the option to get the AWP for the first time in this half. We can see that. Will they actually get it? Nico has got one of himself as well. So Nico, like you said before, he's doing great work, like working across the map, different positions every
really
time.
been impressed with him actually. You know, I've been critical of him the last few events here. He's already got 20 frags. He's making the picks on the T side. He's moving around the map. This looks a lot more like the Nico that was playing like over a year ago. Somebody that you could rely on. But as I say that, he does get took down by Adrian. Perhaps a little bit of overconfidence there. Is that going to give HellRaisers what they need to be able to do something with it? Mo is very low, and so is Adrian though. So one spray down could totally change the complexion of this round, even though HellRaisers have the numerical advantage right now. You can see MSL is going to be able to execute that spray down. He's going to put that nade just in case they ran at the site, but that's going to find nobody home. So HellRaisers playing it cautious, but each time they've done this, it's Dignitas that have been able to get on the rotate. Mu, though, is in a very good position. Just having to spot there, and here comes AZ. Well, Adrian's going to get that kill onto MSL, and Adrian with low HP probably shouldn't have been allowed to do that. AZ, though, is going to right that wrong and kill Adrian, going to throw that nade into that area, but he's got to start pushing through. He's going to get the second kill. All of a sudden, it's a 2-on-2. Time ticking away. Dosia, the hero so far for HellRaisers. It's all going to be between Mo and Kirby. They've barely got any health between them. It's a Mexican standoff, but time running out here. And Kirby's going to get the kill. He has got time for the defuse as well. And the youngster's held his nerve and played that round to perfection. Vital round for Team Dignitas there.
Disappointing stuff from HellRaisers. How they let that one slip away from them is pretty disappointing. To the fact, overfacing when the CTs hadn't even come into the bomb site at that point stage. So it was actually a really positive start for them. They got the initial picks, took down Nico in the upper area, just as we were saying. He's been a very strong player for them so far. He gets taken out through the smoke. They get onto the bomb site relatively easy. And then a 2-on-4 situation going in the favour of the CTs, that's going to be devastating to HellRaisers. But the lost round bonus in their favour now, so they will be able to get a full buy now. You can see there is quite a lot of utility to play with as well, but obviously very important rounds now. They need to start getting some momentum before Dignitas convert this one into a victory.
Double AWP setup as well coming in from Dignitas. That's how flush they are at the moment. And Pimp with an AWP, you don't see that all the time. You know, it's better known for his rifling, but certainly can use the AWP if it's required of him. So they've done this double AWP setup here, and this would break the back of HellRaisers, you feel, if Dignitas were able to close out this round, especially as they're coming up against 5 AK. There's no AWP really to counter the AWPs of Dignitas. So HellRaisers perhaps sensing this, they're working really slow. Angel's going to be getting some intel here. Going to go to the forklift. He is going to get that entry frag onto AZ. Kirby's going to take down Dosia in reply, and all of a sudden HellRaisers are doing this execute on at checkers, but MSL's making a nuisance of himself. He's going to get that kill. Kirby's on the rotate, and all of a sudden Angel's the last man standing. Going to go up against 2 AWPs. Surely there's nothing he can do here. And Dignitas know that they are within touching distance of taking the first map here, unless Angel can do something absolutely incredible with 30 seconds on the clock.
I'm not a believer, Richard.
And, well, there you go. Pimp answers that question, takes him down. 14 rounds to Team Dignitas. As I said, they're within touching distance. The HellRaisers economy not looking great.
Yeah, it's a good time for them to pause, actually.
Yeah.
So we saw them that round. Actually, quite a clever play from them. The fact they faked the A-bomb site take, did all the same smokes they did before. Angel managing to pick up an early frag onto the forklift as well as he came out. But that's a perfect fake at that stage. They should be, all the T's that are over towards the bomb site should have a pretty easy entrance into the site, but all of a sudden it fell apart. Dignitas started replying, even one man on the bomb site was locking them down. So that's going to be very frustrating for them. After such a, I would say, a perfectly called strat that went very well for them at the start of the round, getting the first frag as their fake went in. It's going to be another horrible situation.
So what have been the main problems that stood up for you with HellRaisers? What is it they're not doing well? I mean, for me, the executes seem to be really, really slow, and that's just giving Dignitas.
They're very heavily telegraphed, is what I've been saying before. So if you do the smokes over the roof, I think that was a good reply for them before. So seeing as they went into the bomb site last time, they did exactly the same thing this time, but they faked it, which technically should have worked. They got the first frag there, that should be a round tied up at that stage. Like, you should be peeling CTs away pretty quickly, but it's just that final round execution. When the bomb's down, they're losing 2-on-4 situations. That can't be happening. If players are over-facing, allowing CTs to actually get a kill before you even got to the bomb site, something's going wrong there. You should be setting up the crossfires, allowing yourself to work together. If a man goes down, there should be a reply straight away. But that seems if the post-plant situation is going very wrong.
I thought that was one of those shots from Jupiter there. It's just the back of my head.
This pause now again is just working out whether they're going to buy this round. You can see the money is not great, and I think they almost have to at this stage. They can't let it go to match point with an eco now. So you can see in the pause, Dosia will be picking up a Galil, 2 Galils.
Just looking over into there, Henry. I mean, they are going over something here. Look, there's an intense debate. An intense debate going on.
Well, they need to work out what's going to work here. There's going to be a lack of grenades to play with. They have got 4 smokes actually, so they could do another fake of theirs. But for them, the picks haven't really been there for the start of the round. So interesting.
Dignitas using this time as well.
Well, that's the thing. As soon as you're a CT team, you're already the advantage. You know they're going to try and reply and counter you here. Dignitas can probably do something very aggressive and get that first pick and completely shut down whatever the tactic may be here.
Well, we're going to see what it is, and well, they're going towards that A side of the map, and this might be something a little bit faster here. You can see Angel's the one hanging back. He's going to go and flash his teammates, and they are going in. Rock'em Sock'em robots, but Nico says, that's fine. I can do that all day. Gets the first kill onto Mo. Kusha answering back onto Kievi. Now, Mo, wow, well, look at that from Adrian. Nico wasn't able to do anything there. I thought he was going to get taken down. Take down a couple of the HellRaisers players, but he wasn't able to do it. And like you said, Henry, this timeout seems to be working for HellRaisers. They've done a faster execute. They're all over the bomb site. The bomb is down and ticking. Doshi's going to take down MSL, so it's all on Pimp. No need to force it at this stage. Just save that up. Your economy's good. You're going to try and play for a few exits here on Highway. But HellRaisers there, just like we were talking about, they were playing the round slow, they were being heavily telegraphed, they did something a little bit fast, a little bit different there. The Team Dignitas weren't able to respond, and in the end, Pimp not even able to save that all.
You've got some of the best aimers in the world on their team, like people who can get headshots on the bomb side if they're given the opportunity. That time, we said, they didn't do the very slow smokes, they did one very fast pop flash, got a player out, it took down the AWP, the AWP missed his shot at quad, and that allowed them to get into the bomb side at that stage, hit their shots, and it was a much easier and cleaner round for them. So that's a great opportunity for them now to capitalise and maybe get into this one. They need to win this round to like knock the momentum off Dignitas and actually get them onto an eco. But we can see Mo has got the AWP and so has Nico. It'll be interesting to see where Nico goes and whether he's actually going to be replying. He's actually going to move into middle now, moving position almost every single round. We've seen him at B, we've seen him at A, now he's in middle.
Well, as that happens, it's MSL and Pimp that are going to be picking up the kills. And, well, this should be Team Dignitas, just like that. At match point, Dosia trying to lead a rear guard action, though. Does get Pimp on the rotate. Puts that molly down to just try and stop anyone getting from behind him. And using the smoke here, he's very aggressive on Highway. Well, Mo got him out of jail there and paid for it with his life. And Nico picks up the double. That's going to put Dignitas at match point in this first map of the series. And HellRaisers as well. It's a sorry state of affairs looking at the money.
Well, they can get the AKs and armor. The 2 guys are on $2,000 as well. They just need to work out what's the best point of call here. Like, they need to win the round. 2 guys on Tech 9 perhaps. Oh, I can see a Tech 9 and a Deagle, 3 AKs.
Would you go for a fast? Well, I mean, I guess they're going for the fast.
I'd say do the round that worked before. Keep it a little bit fast, keep it loose. 1 flashbang, try and make the AWP miss his first shot. But that's the thing. Like, Nico's changing position every round. They're kind of trying to work out where he's going. And if Kiabi looks like he's going actually pretty aggressive here, he's going to be.
Not the first time he's done that in this game, and you can see instead of doing the execute that worked, HellRaisers just spread out across the map. They're sort of going into themselves here, trying to think about, can we get a duel? Maybe we can get some guns in the hands of the guys like Mo and Dosia that don't have AKs, but so far that strat hasn't been working for them when we've been playing it slow. When they've been taking the duels, it's Dignitas that have been coming out on top, with the exception of Dosia, who went ham early on. Seems like a distant memory now. Dignitas incredibly comfortable. Kirby's going to take first blood onto Angel. He's going to pick up a double, and this is going to be HellRaisers with it all to do. Really struggling here. Nico just finishing his first map with aplomb, and certainly he's really impressed. This game goes a little bit aggressive, and Kusha makes him pay for it, so Dignitas need to be careful here. No rush of blood to the head. It is a 4-on-2 situation, but they need to close this out. And there's Pimp going to get the trade, but Kusha, well, what is happening here? We're not going to see a repeat of the Dosia madness
Scandal.
from the first round, are we? Bakusha has got 3 kills, has got a plant. He is in a 1v2 situation. He's got low HP. Surely Dignitas aren't going to get caught out here. Surely they're going to be able to close this out. History can't repeat itself. There's the nade from downtown. Kobe. And that is going to be 16-9 to Team Dignitas. In the end, I was worried for them for a moment. Hey, Dan, how you doing, buddy?
There you go.
You just jump on me, mate. You do that. I was a little bit worried there that Team Dignitas were maybe going to start slipping.